Why don't we make a list of random questions, like his favourite dinner or the colour he wore most? She suggested. They should sound really silly. Bess caught on immediately. And we can sneak in the tough ones in there, like who his enemies were. Louise cautioned they would need to be a bit more delicate than that. Why don't we think over this and regroup tomorrow? Hortense stifled a yawn. I would like to rest a bit before it's time to dress for dinner. Bess apologised for losing track of time. Are you feeling well, Aunt Hortense? Should we send for Dr. Evans? The aunts declared they were fine and shooed the girls away. Louise accompanied them as they left the West Wing, debating going for a drive or a walk in the rose garden. They ran into her daughter Clementine in the hall. I say, Aunt Clem, Bess greeted her. What ho? Nobody told me you were still here, Mamma. Clementine greeted Louise, her brows drawn together in a frown. Tea will be served in 15 minutes. Louise informed her they had already imbibed, inciting her further. Clementine had returned to Buxley Manor after being widowed and had taken charge of the household. She had strict rules about everything, but was often thwarted by the family. Ask the chauffeur to bring the car around, Louise interrupted. And stop acting like a schoolmarm, Clementine. I am not going to live my life according to your schedule. Bess and Vicky tiptoed out of the corridor and burst into the morning room, trying to hold back their laughter. Poor Aunt Clem, Bess sighed. She just can't let go. Don't be unkind, Vicky chided. I am sure she has her work cut out for her. Bess agreed that running a household the size of Buxley Manor was not easy. Discipline was required to keep it going like a well-oiled machine. There was a knock on the door, and Barnes entered. There was a sense of urgency about him. What is it? Bess sucked in a breath. You are wanted on the telephone, Lady Bess. It's Miss Winifred. She sounds tense. Pudding? Bess rushed out of the room and down the hall, wondering what her old friend Winifred Morse wanted. Maybe she was bored and was throwing an impromptu party. Hello, what ho, Pudding? She could barely make out the voice at the other end. I say, slow down a bit, will you? What's happened? Vicky saw her face turn white and squeezed her hand. Bess placed the receiver in the cradle and turned to her sister. You remember Joe Cooper? That groom they found dead in the stables? Vicky prompted. The police think Pudding's brother Richie killed him. We need to leave for Castle Morse at once.